accused of theft. This is a very serious issue, and we're going to talk about this today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by housecleaning360.com. As the spring happens, we want things that are new and shiny, and painting your house is one of those things. Now, if your house needs a good pressure washing before you paint it, you can find pressure washers and house painters on housecleaning360.com. So check it out. You never know. You just might find a service that can help you up-level the quality of your home. housecleaning360.com. All right, on to today's question, which is from a house cleaning business owner who says this.
Hi, Angela. My name is Grace. I have an issue where I have a client for over 17 years that I've been cleaning her home. She just came and told me that she's been missing things in her home, jewelry, and she believes it's around $1,000, the amount. She calls me 2 days after and tells me, Grace, the more I see, the more things are missing in my home. I want to see what we're going to do. And the ladies that have been serving to her home, they've been working for me for years. We never had a complaint from a client before. I've been 17 years in the business. We have never been accused of stealing anything. These ladies have been working for me for the past 6 years. Never had a problem with them. I'm not sure how to respond back to my client.
Alrighty, wow, that is a really serious issue. When you are accused of theft, that is not something that you need to take lightly. When your clients accuse you of stealing, your reputation goes into jeopardy. Now, reputation management is the key to success in house cleaning because all of the referrals that you get will be based on the reputation that you keep. Now, it sounds like your company has an excellent reputation, having been in business for 17 years. Now, at the beginning of this, you said this particular client had been a client of yours for 17 years. Do you know how rare that is in the house cleaning business? Lots of people dump their house cleaners after a couple of months or even a couple of years, and they recycle and they go through new house cleaners. So the fact that someone has been with you for 17 years speaks volumes. Okay. So you must have an excellent reputation and you must have excellent rapport with this customer. What I can't overlook is this. You said you've had this customer for 17 years. I don't know how old the customer was when they hired you, but now they are 17 years older. Okay, having said that, as people get on in years, and I have no idea how old your client is, there's a tendency to cognitively slip. And that comes with dementia, it comes with Alzheimer's, sometimes it just comes with common forgetfulness. So it's very easy to misplace something and think it got stolen. Now, as people get older, and I hate this, and I'm really sorry this is true, but this seems to be true in my experience with all the hundreds and thousands of people I've worked with over the years. As people get older, there's a tendency for them to become a little bit crotchety and mean and irritable, and they will lash out at people that once were their best and dearest friends. So if you've had great rapport with this customer and suddenly now they are accusing you of theft, which is unbelievable, is it possible that there's some cognitive slipping going on? That would be my first default. Because you said that the women that are working with you or the house cleaners that are working with you also have excellent reputations and that they've been working with you for years and they have good rapport with the customer. So if you are now being accused weirdly out of the blue that things have gone missing, one of two things is happening. Either your customer is cognitively slipping and they're missing some pieces, meaning they've misplaced something and they forgot where they put it, or, and this is the other side, this is the ugly side of the truth, it could be that one of your employees has gotten into some trouble. And that trouble could be financial trouble, it could be kid trouble, it could be things that we don't know, like maybe drugs or some addiction of some sort. I don't know what is going on in the personal lives, but that is the second place I would look. Now, as you are talking to your employees just in the regular course of everyday conversation, sometimes there will be clues. There will be clues that problems are going on at home, or you will see things like an employee will start to be late, repeatedly late, or they will leave early, or they will have weird headaches or things that are out of characteristic for that particular person. And so if you're seeing uncharacteristic things and you are seeing behaviors that are not true to the person that you know, it is possible maybe they're doing drugs or they're doing something that requires extra money. Now, I don't want to say this, but let's address this issue as well. Your employees could be 17 years older. Maybe your employees are slipping cognitively. And I hate this also, but there are times when house cleaners get too old to do the jobs. They themselves move things. They themselves forget where they put things. And so it would be great if they would retire before that happens, but sometimes the business actually takes the hit because the house cleaner, innocently enough, was moving something, saw a piece of jewelry and said, wow, this is an expensive piece of jewelry. It shouldn't be sitting here on the edge of the counter. And they take it and they put it up above the vanity or something. They put it up in a safe place. And that way they can sweep and mop and move stuff around and they know it's not going to go missing, but they forgot to take it back down and return it where it came from. So what you need to do in this type of situation is, first of all, I'm assuming that you're insured. Because if you're insured and something goes missing and you can prove that your employees took it, then your bonding will kick in and you'll be able to make payments to repay the loss of what was stolen. So that would be the backup. But before that, let's figure out what is actually going on. So you need to go directly to the customer and you need to say, hey, listen, I need to know exactly what happened. I'm going to be interviewing all of my staff and I need to know from you exactly what's going on. And it might be during that conversation you uncover some things that you will hint to the fact that maybe your customer is slipping into dementia. Maybe there are some things like that are happening. The next thing you need to do is sit your team down and say, guys, we've been accused of theft. This is so bizarre because none of us would ever do this. Our reputations are far more valuable than anything we could possibly ever take. So if we are being accused of something, where do you think that's coming from? And give a safe space for your employees to come forward and say, hey, true confession, I stole it. Because that's the most beautiful thing that can happen, because not that they stole something, but that they would confess to it. Because that will give you the ability to figure out a way to help this person retire from your company so that these kinds of things don't keep happening. And maybe you can do it in a way that doesn't disgrace or shame them. Maybe you can help them get help so that they can move on in their life and they can go through this addiction process in a nice way that still helps them keep their dignity. But the fact that you are being accused of theft, that is a really serious issue, and it's not one to be taken lightly. So I really hate the fact that you're going through this, and I'm going to cross my fingers and say a little prayer that it all works out for you. And I do want you to keep me posted and let me know how it goes, because this is a really unlucky situation that you're in. But, truth be known, almost every house cleaner at some point will go through it. Alrighty, that's my 2 cents for today, and until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.